Hi, welcome to Working With What You Have. Today is Wednesday, or at least where I'm at today. Today is Wednesday. So today is Wing Wednesday. Yes, I've been wanting this on a video. Oh, hello down there. So long, but we are here now. So, let me go. Alright. Now this I learned from Coach Country. Now, with Coach Country is how to separate the wings. Now, do you have to do this? No, you really don't. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of a wimpy. That's a wimpy leg, isn't it? What we're doing, we're going to separate them into the tip, the wing, and the drum end. And what we're going to do after we separate them all is we're going to dry them off with just a tad. Just a tad. Of course, after you do this, this is the last time before you gotta toss this in to the water. Get nice and warm. Nice and dry though. Okay? Nice and dry. Good. So, now we just load everything into escape. They're trying to escape me. They're trying to escape, but they are already dead. Wash your hands real quick, because get death. Get death. You don't want that wonderful dance team salmonella that country can go wrong. That's fine. There's a lot of people out there that'll say it. I just don't listen to it. A little bit of cornstarch. Alright? A little bit. Now. That way you don't get dirt. Now you just want to mix them. You want to make sure that that cornstarch gets all the way around. Now, Cook's Country has a very delicious looking idea. Requires 2 cookie sheets, and I have those, but I don't have the cookie sheets they require, you know, the big cookie sheets. I like to do is just spin the bowl as you're tossing the wings. So. Alright. Boom, that's good. Okay, that's good. Now, unfortunately, for this is not whole mixed peppercorns. No, this is a mixture of 2 McCormick rubs, one's garlic and herb, and the other one I can't quite remember right now. But it is aromatic. It's good. It is really good. So yeah, we actually have to let that sit for a little while longer. This is an intricate. I'll show you this because you might be able to see it. Spray oil. Intricate part to what I'm doing here, because during the cooking process you're taking them out and you're going to spray them real quick. You're going to spray them before you go in, and when you take them out to spin them around, you're going to take them out, spin them around, flip them over, and after you flip them over, you're going to give them another little spritzing of the cooking spray, toss them back in, and you will not be disappointed, especially the next day. You won't be disappointed. Because once you reheat these up, alcohol, they still stay moist inside, which is kind of surprising to me. So here's my spice mix. The cooking spray stays out because you're going to need this You're going to need this at the beginning and halfway through. No, you don't need it at the end because that would be ridiculous. I do follow the Cook's Country method when it comes to. There's a little bit of wet spice right there. I do follow the Cook's Country method of cooking their wings somewhat the same way. I pour the drumettes on the outside, then the flats, and then I put the tips in. Now, some of them at Cook's Country don't put the tips in. There's one guy that really he really likes the tips because it gets wicked crunchy. So now we will endeavor. Now you just want to do a little bit at a time. Now remember, this will work with any rub. Any rub you want to make up your own rub, then by golly, go right ahead. I'm saying golly because there might be some kids around. And then you just do the same thing you did with the cornstarch, except for that you don't throw the chicken out. Now I'm feeling these, and I'm looking at them, and they're looking good. Especially that chicken that jumps out. They're looking good, but I think they can use just a little bit more. A little bit more. You can go as crazy as you want. I know some people go nuts. When I first started making these, I did. And it comes out delicious. So it's whatever. If you want to create your own rub. But if you use these steps that I'm telling you, you will have some delicious wings. Unless you have a recipe of your own. If you do, hey, do me a favor. Try this out. Be honest. Let me know. Alright, so what you want to do, what I try to do, is the heaviest of the fat on the skin. You want that facing down when they first go in. And if you have enough of them, I like to alternate them, just so you can make sure you can fit them on. Flats are a little bit easier, so are the wingtips, but the drumettes, well, the drumettes require a little bit of placement. Now I try to go even on both sides. I used to make 2 batches, 2 different flavors. That's a pain in the butt, so I stopped it. Unless I was going to my brother's house, then it's a different story. I wasn't planning on filming this today, but sometimes you feel kind of frisky. You feel frisky. I'm trying to dance, but it's not working. Not working. And the tips and the flats. For the people that know wings, you know the terminology. Drumettes, flats, tips. For the uninitiated, please inform the uninitiated of what I'm talking about. Unless you don't know what I'm talking about, then that's another story. That's also another story. Alright, we need to make a little bit of room for the last drumette. Now I've already had my oven preheating for a good 20 minutes, getting it nice and hot. Ready to say, as they say, to rock and roll. Rock and roll. Oh, rock and roll. I might have music playing in here, I don't know. If you hear music in the background, well, guess what? You know what decision I made. Yeah, we got one more drink, so we need to make one more drum. Like I said, even though even with the flats, you want to make sure that the heavy part of the skin is down. I'm trying to get as much fat off this as possible. Only because it helps crisp them up a bit. And if Cook's Country, you're watching this, hey, thank you for watching my video. Now, what I didn't film was me setting up the tray. Cook's Country showed me something a while ago where you actually crinkle up the, don't pack it into a big ball. You can't undo it, no. You kind of scrunch it up, you make it kind of jagged, make it look like it's been used, and that reduces the amount of smoke, and it works. I'm going to add just a little bit of water on top. So during this cooking process, most likely halfway through, I'm going to have to add some more water, but that will also keep the smoking down. So now I got to wash my hands. All right, now this is a part where I don't know whether people are going to like it, dislike it, agree with me, not agree with me, but I don't care because these are my wings, and this is what I do. There we go. Alright, I know that's a little lot, but hey. Let's get it easy. You look at this right back here. This is my new power cord and power strip that I installed. Got nice little blocks to hold this on. That's one of my little projects. I didn't film it, but I just wanted to mention it. Okie dokie. And in they go. You can either use bottled water, but I just use tap water because you're not drinking it, thankfully. Clean up off camera, and I want to say in about 25 minutes I will rejoin you. Of course, for me it's going to be 25 minutes. For you guys, it's going to be that quick. Oh, thank you for joining me. It is 25 minutes later, or looking at this, it's not a watch, it's a remote for my camera. It's about 30 seconds past 20 minutes, so and I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, there we go. Whoa! Whew. I can't see shit. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. So, now, like I said, turn it around right away so I know which way to put it in, and close the oven. You don't want to lose the heat. Okay, here's the pain in the butt part of it. This is why I sprayed it down earlier, so I could do this. Now sometimes I sprinkle a little bit more on, sometimes I don't. And today is a day where I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more on. Not a lot. Just a little bit here and there. Some places I may have lost a little flavoring. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. There. A little sprinkle. You don't have to do that. I just felt like it. Now, what you need this for is, yes, we are spraying once again. Don't tilt these too far, then you won't be able to get that spray that you need. Alright. Now, these are going to go back in. water. I'll use them to go back in for the remaining 20 minutes. And when they come out, they should be some golden brown goodness. Or who is it? Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri. I'm trying to say his name correctly. It's not Guy Fieri, it's Guy Fieri. Do the same process when I'm making bacon. I put out those racks, I line them out straight, nice and even all the way across. I usually can cook between 16 to 18 slices. I water that and they come out beautiful. What they would call BLT bacon. That crispy, that crunchy. It's delicious. Good on top of burgers. Flipping them over. Restarting the timer, and I should see you guys in about 20 more minutes. Alright, it's been the last 20 minutes. Let's see how they usually came out. This is the first time I got to use the method of putting water in the pan. I haven't tried this. I can guarantee you there's no taking the temp out of these things. I don't need the temp at all. These things are done. As Guy Fieri would say, GBD, golden, brown, and delicious. Thank you for joining me. So, in another few minutes, these things will be ready to make. Ooh, nice and crispy. Nice and crispy. Oh yeah. The funny thing about the rub is it will work its way into the meat. Absolutely delicious too. Absolutely delicious. You don't even need anything extra on these. And these wings, well, you can do one of two things. You can either not mix them with the rub, roast them plain, keep them because they say they make really good stock. If you're into doing that, you don't have to. I like them because they make the scrim, whatever scrim is, makes the skin nice and crispy. Tablespoon and a half of cornstarch. Mix them together. Let them sit in the bowl. Let them get a little bit tacky. Whatever you want for a rub, just don't go too overboard until you know exactly the type of flavor that you're looking for. I went overboard because that's the flavor I'm looking for. I'm looking for overboard flavors, and these come out delicious. 25, you put them on the racks. You remember, crumple up the foil a little bit. Don't go, crumple into a ball and then getting upset that you can't undo it. You're not supposed to go all the way to a ball form. Just crumple it up a little bit, unfold out, put it on your cookie sheet, get a couple of cooling racks or cooking racks, whatever you want to call them, and just how I lined it up. The drumettes out here, the flats here, and you want the drumettes because they're going to take the longest to cook. So usually when you do this, it all comes out perfectly even and delicious. And you will like them. And if they somehow stay around until the next day, when you go to reheat them up, I suggest reheating them in an air fryer or an oven after you've taken the time to make this. I mean, come on, look at this. This is delicious. Anybody on a game day would love to have this. Speaking of game day, it's not, but that's okay. So, please, take a shot. Make these. It doesn't take much to cut them up. If you don't want to cut them up, they sell them already pre-cut up at the store. The only difference between the ones I had and the ones that are already cut up is price. They do charge more because they're cutting them up and you get less. You get like this much for what I paid to get all of this. You get about half, all cut up.
where I got all of this and I cut it up myself. It doesn't take long. It takes about 10-15 minutes. It takes you a little while when you first get used to it, but once you do it a couple times, boom, 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 you're done. So, thank you again for joining me. I really hope you try this recipe. And yes, this is working with what you have. It doesn't just mean I'm going to be doing carpentry. It doesn't just mean I'm going to be fixing tools. It doesn't mean I'm just going to be fixing a dryer or my dishwasher. I'm also going to be showing you different little cooking techniques. Well, techniques that I use. And later on, I will be also doing some, not golf lessons, but the lessons I learned playing golf. So, I will be putting out content every Thursday. And hope you subscribe, comment, like, turn on that notification bell. I know I'm crazy, I'm wacky, but let me tell you, this stuff is good. Thank you very much for joining me this week on Working with What You Have. Now get out of here, and I'll see you next week.